5 days of unlimited access, to exquisite luxuries, dazzling entertainment, delectable flavors, and an unprecedented behind-the-scenes peek into the inner workings of what it takes to keep 150,000 tons of cruising magnificence on the high seas. For over 3,000 excited passengers on board. Most aren't aware that behind the scenes of a relaxing cruise, there's a lot of hustle bustle and a flurry of crew and staff to make the marvelous experience happen. Only a few have gotten a sneak peek into the inner workings of a luxury cruise liner. That's why we're taking you on the journey of a lifetime. Not just the high life of the high seas, but everything it takes to make it happen. Cruises presents High Sea Dreams, partnered by Times Network, welcomes you on board the Genting Dream, where dreams set sail. The Genting Dream cruise takes off from Singapore and stops at 3 exotic locations in 3 different countries and comes right back to Singapore. That's the stuff that dreams are made of. The Genting Dream first sets sail to the paradise island of Pulau Redang off the coast of Malaysia, then onwards to the coastal city of Sihanoukville in Cambodia, and finally to the port of Lam Chabang in Thailand before sailing back to Singapore. On this epic journey, we take you behind the scenes and talk to a host of people who make this journey a memorable one. From the cruise director to the head chef, from the lead entertainers to the captain of the ship. The High Sea Dreams takes you on the side of the cruise that you've never seen before. Across 18 decks, more than 1,600 staterooms, unlimited fun and gaming facilities, and over 35 international and Asian restaurants and bars that cater to more than 3,000 passengers on the cruise. The army of staff on the Genting Dream is led by a dream team, which ensures guests experience nothing short of the finest on board. The Genting Dream is all set to sail. Get ready for the experience of a lifetime. And as we're in the lap of luxury, the person who's responsible for that and behind this is the hotel director we have with us right now, Mr. Mithun Shetty. Now, as a hotel director, there's so many departments. Can you tell us what exactly you oversee?
The ship is similar to a large hotel. And we are, like, as an hotel director, under me there are several departments. As you see, like F&B, the food and beverage, the galley team. We have also the palace, the butler team. Also, there's a housekeeping who's taking care of your cabins, and we do have the entertainment, which is a cruise department, we call it on board, the other one entertaining. So all these comes under me, and we do have several other small department who's taking care of the events, we call it hotel events, the MICE groups and all, they take care as well.
Okay, so there's a lot of branches. Can you tell us a little bit more about what are some of the luxuries that you give on board and how you manage to accommodate that on such a large ship?
Okay, as we say, Dream Cruises is one of the Asia's leading global cruise line, and we are one of the first cruise line who started with this very special, we call it the butlerized service, we call it. And we do have like 142 suite rooms on board, which basically handled by personalized butlers. We have butler concierge service, and two of the main suites which we have villa suites, which has personalized 24 hours butler service as well. They have their own restaurant to dine in. They have their own pool. Those luxury facilities which others can't enjoy.
There's so many people that are involved. So, what are some of the challenges or some of the big factors that you have to keep in mind while catering to so many nationalities on board?
Okay, well, when you talk especially about nationalities, yes, that's a big number, I would say. We have 30 over nationalities on average every cruise. And when we cater this, basically the most important, the comfort, obviously it comes with a room. I think every nationality is okay with that, what we are providing with the luxury rooms. But the next main important thing for us to take care of people on their holiday is the food.
Right.
So when we have a different nationality, even though we are in Asia, we are with different diverse culture. Even if you take just in India, we have different type of catering. The food, we need to take care of it. So we have a lot of different varieties of food. So we cater Korean, Japanese, Indian and Chinese. Obviously we are in the market.
And you have many nationalities as well who work behind the scenes on board. So I'm sure there's a lot of nitty-gritties and they look into a lot of factors. Can you give me some examples?
Yes, exactly. Because as I said, we have 30 over nationality passengers. And without a doubt, we do have a same number of nationalities to cater those people. Like as of today, yes, I have 31 exactly the nationalities, which comes from every single, like from the staff level to the management level. However, like the most important when it comes to like catering nationality, if you talk about it, is a language. So we always take care of those different Asian, like Korean, Japanese. Like we do have a different nationality crew who are prepared to be, to translate the people or assist people everywhere.
So I know that you guys host a lot of events, big conferences, weddings also. How do you really cater to all of these big events?
I mean, it's a teamwork. We do have, as I said, different nationalities who understand different nationality and the culture and the traditions. So when it comes to wedding, obviously we have our salespeople who will coordinate with the ship and they give the requirements, and obviously we go through. And in the ship, actually, it's not just easy to get an wedding event done. You trust me, on board we are not allowed to lit any candle or anything, any fire. But Indian wedding without a fire, it's impossible, right? We do, do some magic. We do have a special allocated open areas where we can have this kind of facility.
You make it work.
Yeah, but you have, on the wedding shoot, maybe you cannot see, but there is always a fire guard standing beside till the, the fire goes. So we also cater, all these events.
And I'm sure it must be highly stressful for you and the team, or are you guys easy breezy now, used to it?
When definitely for me, as I'm working already 15 years in this cruise company, in this industry, so I am in kind of used to that stress. But obviously for the newcomers it's stressful. But as we go, like we have a beautiful team on board. Everybody like help each other. So the teamwork really makes the, make it ease. So like we are always, even though under stress, we know how to make it like, make it easy.
Okay, so it clearly seems like you have some magic in your fingers because you make everything work. I can't wait to experience the great food, the entertainment and all of the fun activities. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Now that we've set sail on the high seas, time to take a look at all of the highlights. We've got a whole host of activities and performances lined up. Dream Cruises can surely make the wildest dreams of its passengers come true. As the Genting Dream sets sail, there's a variety of entertainment and activities on board for guests to choose from. While some indulge in the jackpot bingo housey with exciting prizes up for grabs. Some make it to a movie night with their families with cinema at the sea. And some kick off their dream cruise by letting their hair down and partying it up. With a big bang start to the cruise, there's a lot to discover and experience after the break. Day 2 on the Genting Dream has a lot in store for guests on board, with the ship reaching its first stop, Palau Redang. But what better way to start the power-packed day than with a power-packed morning workout session?
Staying fit on the cruise is an absolute breeze. You can join the early morning aerobics classes by the pool right here on the Dream Cruise. In fact, let's chat with Luke, who's the fitness expert joining me this morning. Hi Luke, thanks so much for being with us. So, fitness is really important, and I'm sure all of our guests want to remain fit. So what is it that the cruise offers so that you can lose a few pounds?
Yes, we have so many different dance classes like ballroom classes,
Wow.
we have our line dancing, everything for different ages.
Okay, so I hope today's workout is not too difficult. What do you
Of
have
course,
lined
yeah.
up?
Yeah, so now we will be starting with a basic stretching and then follow up by the basic dance step, like Zumba steps.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Can't wait to start. Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, let's get straight to it.
The Genting Dream is all set to take off for its first stop. That's the pristine and idyllic island of Palau Redang. But while the guests leave the cruise to explore the island, it is by no means downtime for the staff. This is when they swing into action on the cruise, cleaning, prepping, stocking, and getting the Genting Dream ship shape again. We speak to some of the staff on board to understand what goes on behind the scenes.
For the housekeeping, we have 230 staff, both public area, laundry, and cabin side. We have 6 different nationalities. 1 hour before departure, the guests will go out from the ship, and then the housekeeping will start to clean the cabin. One stop, they're handling 16 cabins to 18.
During a normal day, I have to make sure that all procedures, all safety precautions are followed, and then I will also train all of the crew. So we have trainings and briefing for the crew, making sure that they know what to do. And then we also have, of course, maintenance of equipment to make sure that our safety appliances are up to date. I have a safety officer under me, which is a fireman, and then I also have 2 secretaries and 2 assistants. We're adopting all of the International Maritime Organization procedures, regulations, rules. So we're following SOLAS, which is the safety of life at sea, and we have actually higher standards than those rules. So of course we also have our own policy and procedure for the company. We also have life raft, we have rescue boats to pick up people from the water. We have 4 fire teams. We also have, of course, patrolling groups such as security. We have a medical team as well. We have so many different cultures on board. We have people in the crew from all around the world, so around 30 nations, and you get to know and live together with all of this.
Meanwhile, at the beach, guests seem to be having a great time.
Hi, where are you from?
I am from Indonesia.
India.
Indonesia.
We are here for a honeymoon.
Have you come on the Genting cruise before?
Yes, 17 times. This is the 17th times in the last 3 years.
What do you like about the Genting cruise?
I like the room, very nice room. The food is good food.
The food is excellent because cater for all the national, yeah.
Vegetarian food, I didn't expect it so good.
We choose this place so that we can travel to most of the countries in South Asia.
The one price for all activities. Second is everything is in one place. The third one is good for everybody, holiday for all.
And it was a good offer, so we were very happy.
It's happening all the time and the parties.
I thought it may be a small ship and all. Then when we roamed around, I thought it's never ending. So big, it was huge.
What's your most fun activity so far?
Sleeping. Ah!
After a fun day on the beach, it's time to set back on the high seas. With the Genting Dream anchored, the main man of the ship, the one who controls it all, the captain itself, has been gracious enough to give us a sneak peek as to how things actually work behind the scenes to running this mammoth ship. We have on board right now Captain Yoka, who is joining us. Thank you so much for allowing us. To begin with, just tell us a little bit more. It's a beautiful, fantastic and magnificent ship. Where was it built, and can you tell us more about the specifications?
Well, the ship was built in Germany, and we sailed out from the shipyard October 2016. So ship is fairly new and has all the newest state-of-art safety equipment and facilities. Ship is among the largest cruise ships in the world, so the official size is 150,000 gross tonnage.
Oh, wow. So that certainly is a lot of responsibility. Can you tell us a little bit about what sets Genting Dream aside from some of the other cruises, just apart from size?
Well, the ship was purpose-built to Asian market, and as the company Dream Cruises is also an Asian company, so we are much more Asian-oriented than any other cruise line.
Tell me a little bit more about the specifications of how things really work behind the scenes and, you know, how you operate.
My responsibility is to run the ship as safe, as economical and as environmental friendly way as possible. On the deck side, we have our officers navigating the ship.
Okay.
We are also doing all the passage planning, so everything related to navigation. And in addition of that, we have the safety department who are doing all the safety inspections, safety training on board, which is very large for the 1,800 crew members. We have security, we take care of the security on board. And also there is a very large maintenance program that we have to follow.
Can you tell us a little bit about, you know, what are the safety measures that you undertake in terms of, you know, even rough weather that one could encounter? Are there a lot of checks that are done beforehand?
Yes, as I mentioned, passage planning. So that is something that starts months before we execute any cruise. On the passage planning, we consider all the possible scenarios that we might face during the voyage. And also the route that we are following is pre-planned, exactly how we execute it. We are sailing from Singapore to Redang, where we are today. And from here we continue to Siak Noville in Cambodia, and followed by Lam Sabang in Thailand. And then we sail back to Singapore. This whole route is 1,670 nautical miles, which is equivalent to over 3,000 kilometers.
Okay. Captain Yoka, this is really behind the scenes. This is where all the action happens. So tell us at any given time how many people are operating and how do things really work?
Well, when the ship is at sea, we have minimum 3 persons here on board.
Okay.
So we have the navigator, go-navigator, and then we have a lookout. And even the ship is at anchor at the moment, we still have 2 officers here on the bridge, our second officer, Oscar, and our third officer, Winlow. This area we call as a cockpit.
Ah, okay.
So we always have the navigator and co-navigator here. And we can control the ship completely from this cockpit. As an airplane has the pilot and co-pilot, we have navigator and co-navigator.
Obviously, there's a lot of technology as well that helps back this up. So has there been a lot of upgradation of late in terms of the technology as well that's been used?
Well, yes, navigation has changed during the last decades completely. Yeah. So now it's much more based to electronic instruments. And here, for example, we have our ECDIS, electronic chart display, where we fix our position, where we know where the ship is. And on both sides of the ECDIS we have the radars, and on the radar we detect everything that is above the surface, above the sea level. Other ships, buoys, sea marks, etc. The maximum speed of the ship is 24 knots, which is just about 40 kilometers per hour. But all the cruises are planned so that we are not using maximum speed. It's more comfortable for the guest, and it's also a bit redundancy. In case, for example, we get the malfunction in one engine, we can still maintain the schedule.
Thank you so much, Captain Yuka.
Thank you very much. Our pleasure.
As we sail out from Palau Redang and head back to the high seas, it's time for some entertainment.
Another day comes to an end, but there's lots more to look forward to. In the meantime, keep watching this space and keep dreaming the good dream, the high sea dream.